Hey guys, hope everyone's doing well. Coming at you with a quick video on my DIY 18650 solar generator. I've gone ahead and made a diagram because I've had many requests over the past several months to do this, and very happy to share this with you so that you can do this generator or do something similar in your builds. Before we do the closer look, I was hoping that I may do a quick plug for a small donation if you're going to use my diagram. If you consider making a small donation through my PayPal account, I have a link below, and any donation would be wonderful. It would help me recoup some of the costs of the generator, as well as help me make future projects, especially including ones that are using 18650 batteries. So let's go ahead and take a closer look at the wiring diagram. I'll talk you through the signal flow. Alright guys, here we go. Here is the diagram to the 18650 DIY solar generator. Just want to point out that I'm not an electrical engineer, and this is probably pretty basic drawing here, sketch, but it works for me, and hopefully this will help you with your builds here. So let's talk about the input to the getting power into the solar charge controller. I'm coming through an ASE plug right here, and it's feeding the MPT 7210A solar charge controller, positive negative, then positive negative out of the charge controller into the 7S6P 18650 battery pack. Now this is not directly going to the battery, it's going through the BMS, and I would encourage you to look up how to wire BMSs, and there's more than one wire and you need to know where that's going. But essentially, for the purpose of this drawing, it's in and out, and it is going into the battery. From there, we are sending the positive from the battery out into the master power switch. This is 24 volt. The negative from the battery goes through the shunt, passes through here, and it comes down to the 24 volt negative bus bar. So that takes care of the battery and basically the master power off and on switch. So let's follow some other devices here. So let's go from the power switch. So on the power switch you have one side that's on and one side that's off, and I didn't differentiate on this drawing here, but that would be the way you would wire this in. So when you turn on this switch on the side that has the on, you're going to run your positive line to your 24 volt Ames inverter here. This is what I use, this 300 watt pure sine wave inverter. So positive going to that, and you're also running from the negative bus bar, because we already have a feed there. You're going to run out from there into the sine wave inverter here. So that's taking care of the Ames 24 volt pure sine wave inverter. Alright, let's follow also from the master power switch. When this is on, a positive line is sent, and it's going to go over and power the DC-DC buck converter. I have this set to 13.5 volts, and I also have a negative line running from that 24 volt bus bar here, and it's running over to the DC buck converter. So that's taken care of. Out of the DC buck converter, going to an inline watt meter, positive, negative. From there, the positive travels and it powers a 12 volt DC bus. So remember, this whole generator is both 24 volt and 12 volt. Okay, the negative comes out of the watt meter and it powers the 12 volt negative DC negative bus bar. All right, so now we have 12 volt coming out of the buck converter, and this is going to power our devices. Just want to point out a couple other things here. From the 24 volt master power switch, I do have a feed coming off it. This is kind of on the section that's always on, and that is feeding this on-off switch, which goes ahead and feeds a 24 volt voltmeter. And when I turn this on, I can always tell what the voltage is of the solar generator, and this is always on or off. I also have a 24 volt negative line going ahead and completing the circuit here. This is always on, but it's controlled off and on through a switch, and so the master power switch doesn't have to be on for this to work. Okay, so let's look at some of the 12 volt side here, because we've talked about how I get power to each of these buses here. Let's follow this line here. This is going to power my USB on the 12 volt side. So positive coming down and it goes to an on-off switch over to USB. Have the negative coming from that negative bus bar over here. So this takes care of all these devices here. Looks like everything on this side has been talked about from the inverter and pack on over. So we have these devices down here, 12 volt plugs with a switch. So I'm coming out right here, positive out, and feeding this on off switch, which is feeding these two receptacles here. Negative is coming off 12 volt bus bar here. So I also want to point out that I am running fuses, several fuses in this setup here. For the input on the DC side, I got a 15 amp fuse coming in that is between the input here and the solar charge controller. 3 amp fuse that's protecting this on off switch and 24 volt meter from the master power switch on the always on side. Also have a 7.5 amp fuse protecting the on off USB switch and plug coming from the 12 volt DC side. And I have a 10 amp fuse here, one fuse that's protecting the on off switch and both of these plugs. These are tied into series here. A couple other things here. I have this dotted line here is the actual AC out that is feeding this receptacle. It's on the other side of the generator over here. And there's one other tap that I'm coming off the 12 volt side. In order for this voltmeter and shunt to run, both devices need power. So it needs a positive, I think it's at least 5 volts, maybe it's 12 volts, but I had to run a line into the shunt here to power this unit. And I also ran a 12 volt line to the actual meter, positive and negative. This powers a meter. Now these two devices talk to each other through Wi-Fi. You can also use a USB plug, but it just made sense to use Wi-Fi here, as long as it's in a close proximity to each other, which it is. All right, guys, so there we go. This is everything that's wired into the 18650 DIY generator. Hopefully this will help you on your builds. And I tried to lay it out in a way that my generator is actually laid out, and it's very similar as far as actually where the components are. So hopefully this will help you out, and you can use this. So again, if you want to make a small donation, would love it. It would help me go do other projects and so forth. All right, guys, thanks for watching this video. You know what to do: like, subscribe, leave a comment, make a donation if you can, and we'll catch you next time.